Then I saw new heavens and a new earth, for the first heavens and earth had perished. Also the first sea was no more. And I, Yochanan, saw the set apart city, the new Jerusalem, descending from the heavens to the earth. And it was adorned like a wife who is adorned before her husband. And I heard a great voice from the throne which said, Look, the tabernacle of Yud-He-Waw-He is with man, and he will be Elohim to them, and they will be a people to him. And Yud-He-Waw-He Elohim will wipe off the tears from all faces, and the death will no longer reign, neither any suffering, or outcries, or affliction, for the former has passed by. And he who sat on the throne said, Look, I made everything new. Then he said to me, Write, for these words are truth. Then he said to me, It is all over. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end, and I will give the thirsty living waters for free. Whosoever overcomes will be possessor of all, and I will be Elohim to him, and he will be a son to me. However, to those who do not believe, and to murderers, and to fornicators, and to sorcerers, and to liars, I will give their reward from the fire of Ha-Sheol, which burns with fire and sulfur, and this is the second death. Then there came to me one of the 7 messengers, who had in their hand the bowls full of the 7 last plagues. And he said to me, Come and see the wife, the bride of the Lamb. So he led me onto a mountain which was great and high, and showed me the great city, the set apart city, Jerusalem, descending from the heavens to the earth. And the glory of Yud-He-Waw-He was upon it, and its light source was like the goodly stone, which is called jasper. And it had a great wall and 12 gates, and at the gates were 12 messengers, and the 12 names of the 12 tribes of Israel. At the east were 3 gates, and at the west 3, and at the north 3, and at the south 3. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them were written the names of the 12 sent ones of the Lamb. And he who spoke with me had a reed of gold in his hand, to measure with it the city, and the wall, and the gates. And the city lay as a square, and its length was the same as its width. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 stretches of field, and its length and its width and the height of the city are the same. And its walls were 144 cubits, according to the measure of man, which the messenger had. And the wall was of jasper, and the city of pure gold. And the foundations of the wall, even of the city, were decorated with goodly stones. The first foundation was a jasper, the second sapphire, and the third chalcedony, the fourth turquoise, and the fifth ruby, and the sixth carnelian, and the seventh crystal, and the eighth topaz, and the ninth chrysolite, and the 10th agate, and the 11th jacinth, and the 12th amethyst. And the 12 gates were of pearls, and every gate was of one pearl. And the plains of the city were of pure gold, like pure glass. And I did not see the house of prayer in it, for Yud-He-Wah-He Tsevaot was the house of their sanctuary, and the Lamb. And the city does not need the light from the sun or the moon, for the glory of Yud-He-Wah-He is a light source for them, and its light is the Lamb. And the set-apart peoples will walk in this light, and the kings of the earth will bring their wealth into it. And your gates will be opened continually, day and night. They will not be shut, for there will not be night. And they shall bring into it glory and honor from the nations. But no stranger will come near to him, for only those whose name is written in the scroll of life. He showed me a stream which was full of living waters, and it was pure like crystal, coming out of the throne of Yud-He-Wah-He and the Lamb. And in the midst of the plains, even beside the stream, there grew up on its bank, on this side and on that side, every tree of food, even the tree of life. And on it were 12 kinds of fruit, and its fruit was for food, and its foliage for healing. And there will be no more destruction, but the throne of Yud-He-Wah-He and the Lamb will dwell in it. And his servants will serve him, and they will see his face, and his name will be written on their foreheads. And in it the sun will no more be for light by day, neither for brightness will the moon shine for you. But Yud-He-Wah-He will be an eternal light for you, and your Elohim will be your glory. Then he said to me, These words are truth, and Yud-He-Wah-He Tsevaot sent his messengers to show his servants what will happen soon. Look, I will come with haste. So blessed is he who believes the words of the prophecy which is written in this scroll. And I, Yochanan, heard and saw all these things. And when I had heard and seen this, I fell to the earth and prayed to the messenger who showed me this. But he said to me, Look, do not do this, for I am also of your company, and your brothers the prophets, and of those who establish the words of this scroll. Do your prayer to Yud-He-Wah-He. Then he said to me, Do not seal up the vision of this scroll, for the time is near. Whosoever is evil, he will be so all the time. Whosoever is unclean will also be so. And whosoever is faithful will be so all the time. And whosoever is set apart also, just like this. And look, I will come with haste to reward every man according to his work. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Blessed are they who do his commandments, that they may have part in the tree of life, and be pure to walk in the city. For the dogs and the sorcerers and the harlots and the murderers and the liars stay outside. I, Yeshua, sent my messengers to show this to the assembly. Even I am the root of the families of Dawid. Both the Ruach and the bride say, Come. And whosoever hears, let him say, Come. And whosoever thirsts, come to the living waters, and drink without money and without price. But I testify to all who hear the prophecy of this scroll, that if one will add any words to it, Yud-He-Wah-He will add to him the plagues which are written in this scroll. And if anyone will diminish any words from this scroll, Yud-He-Wah-He will blot out his name from the scroll of life. And thus says he who testifies this, Yes, I will come with haste. Amen. Yes, come, Adon Yeshua. The steadfast love of our Adon Yeshua, HaMashiach be with you all. Amen.